Inosuke! I'll live to kill demons and haven't washed his forehead in 3 months!
I could smell.
But I'm also very pretty.
That is actually way more disturbing than the boarhead. Please put it back on.
With pleasure!
Yeah, that was unsettling, wasn't it? Hello everyone, I am Benjamin. Thanks for clicking on this video. And I just recently watched Demon Slayer. There's a video somewhere in this general vicinity that you can click on to watch. But I wanted to talk about Inosuke. He is one of the characters on the show. I have reason to believe that Inosuke is American. So right out of the bat, obviously I know Inosuke is not supposed to be American. He is the wild man, raised by wolves archetype that we've seen in other shows and other anime. Turns out he has a kind of like a Moses backstory where his mom abandoned him in the woods so that he could have a better life, because apparently wherever they were pretty much guaranteed to die. At this time, we do not know a whole lot about his backstory besides that little tidbit. That is his character archetype. That is what I'm assuming the creators of the show intended. But I can't help but feel that there are some subtle little things that kind of push me in the direction to think that Inosuke is actually low-key a stab at Americans. Now please, I'm not trying to bring hate to the series or to the creator or insinuate that this person hates Americans or whatever. I don't think that. But kind of like any other topical or political little cartoon or joke or drawing that you may see, it's just to poke fun. I would hope that they don't hate us, but you know, given our last leader,
you're fired.
I believe that the world of Demon Slayer takes place in Japan, and so obviously therefore there is no way he could be American, but that kind of actually plays into why I think he's American. So as you know, I am American. I live here in the United States, and I watch a lot of anime, and now that I think about it, I actually take part in a lot of media, music, anime, things that aren't necessarily originating from America. And because they're from another country, there's obviously different little things, nuances, practices, beliefs. There's all the stuff that takes place in other countries that I completely know nothing about. And I can't help but feel that that's what Inosuke is to the Demon Slayer world. For example, first and foremost, when he introduces himself to Tanjiro, he declares who he is. I am Inosuke, blah 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 blah, you know, I will defeat you, yada 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 yada. And Tanjiro, which I don't think I've ever seen in an anime or any form of media, politely asks, oh, okay, cool, how do you spell that? And it just completely derails Inosuke, and he reveals to everyone that reading and writing are not my strong suits. Understandably so. The man was raised in the wild. It's a miracle of God he can talk. The other thing that actually happened before that is when he was fighting, I believe it was Tanjiro, and he did that crazy like back kick where he's like hunched, he's almost shaped like a crescent moon, and he friggin' kicked Tanjiro in the back of the head with the flat of his foot, and it was very crazy looking. And what does he do? He gets up and he, you know, raises his fists, and he's like, oh, wasn't that move great? Oh man, there's plenty more where that came from. You know, he's very boastful and very proud of the things that he can do. And again, I understand that that's again his character type, archetype, but I just feel like that's an American. Americans do that. I do that. I do that way more than I'd like to admit. Especially in front of my wife or in front of my friends, like, oh, for sure, like, oh yeah, check it out, look what I can do.
Look what I can do. Oh, gee.
By the way, all of these things take place in Season 1, Episode 14, so if you guys want to go back and watch it and kind of like see if maybe you see these same signs that I'm seeing. One more thing that he did, and this was the one that kind of like solidified for me, like, I think Inosuke is actually a low-key jab at American anime viewers, Americans in general, is when they're walking away, Tanjiro's carrying a Nitsu, they're trying to get to the next mission, and Inosuke is just being himself, huffing and puffing, trying to start a fight for no reason. And finally Tanjiro says, like, hey, like, I have a name, pal. Like, it's Tanjiro so-and-so, you know? Like, instead of just saying, hey, you. And Inosuke says, oh, okay, Mondoro, blah, blah, blah. He just totally botches his name. I'll play the clip for you.
I have a name, you know. It's Tanjiro Kamado.
All right, Gunpachiro Kamapoko. I'm gonna bring you down.
Who are you talking about?
You, of course.
No, you're not.
He just totally botches his name, and I can't help but feel very relatable to that. Because, like, when I'm watching a new anime or whatever, it's like, I don't remember half of their names for starters, and the names that I do remember, 9 times out of 10, I get them wrong. I pronounce it wrong, or, for example, just having a look up on Google Images of Inosuke, you know, for this video, I spelt it wrong 3 different times. I spelt it with 2 N's, I spelt it without a U, I totally we'll put his name. This is how you spell Inosuke. And it's just funny. As soon as that happened, I was just like, oh dang, is he supposed to be some kind of like topical, you know, underhanded commentary on American anime watchers? How we're uncultured to the things of Japan, most us filthy casuals. And so yeah, when he got his name wrong, that really hit home for me. Like, yeah, that's super relatable. Like, I get these dudes' names wrong all the time. There's also a couple other things that, you know, he didn't understand the point of burying people. After they buried the people that had died during that scene, you know, Zenitsu and Tanjiro were praying, you know, saying prayers. Meanwhile, he's just stomping around in the background, like, not understanding any of it. And yeah, those points, those little things, I personally feel like Inosuke is a subtle, low-key commentary on the average American anime viewer. Well, anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think. Do you think Inosuke is supposed to be some kind of like weird, you know, commentary on us, the filthy casuals stateside? Or am I just looking way too hard into this and I'm just talking out of my backside? Well, anyway, thanks for clicking on this video. Have a good one.